Hey guys, so I know it's been a minute. I definitely had a lot of videos in between here. I think I'm still gonna release them. I'm just gonna, before I release it, I'm just gonna put the date of when it was filmed, just so y'all can see the little bit of stuff that I did record. I wanted to film I wanted to film my baby shower for you all. I did do like a little Shein lookbook of some dresses that I had purchased for my baby shower. And I'll give y'all the backstory of that in this video. But I ended up not wearing any of those. I probably should have, but I did not. Just because they really weren't giving what I wanted them to give. Okay? They were cute nonetheless, but none of them really was what I was going for. So, let me catch y'all up on what's been happening and what's been going on. So, I'm not sure where I left off yet in the videos because, like I said, I've recorded, I just haven't edited and uploaded. But this one's going to probably come out before all those other ones. So, I'm just going to go ahead and start there. And by the title, this is really just going to be a chit chat while I do my hair. Y'all, I have 3 weeks and like 4 days left before I give birth. And this wig is not giving what I wanted it to give. This is the wig from my maternity shoot. But it's not giving how I wanted it to give, especially the ends. The ends are just, yeah. But, so what I'm about to do is I am about to take this off my way. And that's what Seabreeze. I'm taking it off. And then I'm just going to do a quick weave ponytail. That should hold me until I get my hair braided on the 20th. Today is the 5th, November 5th. And like I said, I get my hair braided on the 20th. I'm going to get my toes done probably on the 23rd. So it'll be done for Thanksgiving. And then the week I deliver. And then I get my nails done, I want to say, on the 23rd as well. But anyway, so yeah, that's what we're doing. We're taking out this hair. Because I noticed I never come on camera and show y'all how I take off my lace. And this is how it may be a little time consuming for y'all. But it just works best for me without having to pull anything this and third. But anyway, so back to what I was saying. So I'm all over the place because I have not been with my child's father in a good month. Like, it's going on over a month, honestly, because we weren't together when I did my maternity pictures, the first or the second set. And I noticed I didn't even come on here to show y'all the second set, but I will insert pictures and all that stuff in the videos to come, I promise. So anyway, we weren't together then, and it's just been rocky since. Honestly, I found out he wasn't who he portrayed to be. You get what I'm saying? I'm not, and that's nothing against his character or anything like that. It's just like the things he was doing in the beginning, like just because things, the paying attention to me, the listening to me, he slacked off. Like, I would say 4 or 5 months into the relationship, which was 4 months into the pregnancy, you know? Because, like I said, y'all, this pregnancy happened 2 months after me and him got together. Well, not 2, but 3. No, yeah, 3 months afterwards. We started talking in December. Kind of sort of made it official Valentine's Day. And then I was pregnant March. So, yeah. That's that. And like I said, I battled keeping my baby and everything, just because I didn't feel like it was the right time. I was just getting back on my feet. I was losing weight. I was just in a really good headspace. And honestly, he made all these promises that he never kept. You get what I'm saying? This pregnancy to me has been by far the worst, just because you knew the stuff I had went through with my second pregnancy. My first pregnancy, it felt like it was the best pregnancy. And I wasn't even with my son's father. I was with my ex-husband. But that's not here and there. But it's like you know, everything I dealt with my daughter's dad. And I feel like even though you did not cheat, even though I didn't catch you with multiple females, the shit you've done is worse, because you knew what I had been through. So the lies, the failed promises, honestly, not only to me but to my child. You know what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying? Like, it's a boundary, it's a line that's crossed. When you lie to me, that's one thing. But then you lie to my child, that's another thing. And then you act like, oh, it's not a big deal. That's where you're wrong, because it is a big deal. Okay? Because when I'm with somebody that has a child or kids, I'm going to treat those kids just like my own. So if I tell your child I'm going to do something, I'm going to make sure I'm doing it. Even if I don't feel good or anything comes up, I'm still going to make sure I do it. You know what I'm saying? And that was not the case here. And it's just a lot. I found out was not listening to me. He heard me, but he didn't listen. So nothing that I said he was retaining. So nothing that I said, you know, got across to him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a big believer of listening. You know, listening. You can hear anything. You can hear the sky is red when we all know it's blue. But it's like, no. So found that out. And then it just, they give me a chance after chance after chance after chance. It got redundant. It got real redundant, because you were telling me to give you a chance that your actions was going to prove what your words were saying. But they never did. So each time you told me this, it pushed me away. Each time nothing happened, I grew distant. To the point where I didn't care anymore. Like, we can co-parent. It's not what I wanted, but for the sake of my sanity and the sake of my mental, being that I'm already still having issues with this pregnancy, I just decided to cut all ties. And he kept talking about, it's somebody else. That's not the reason. It got to be something else. Like, and that's the part that irked my nerves. Like, had you been listening to me these past 3-4 months that I've been trying to talk to you about this, then you wouldn't think it's somebody else. You would know that it's you. But the whole entire time, you don't feel like it's you. And that's what I have a problem with. Because I can take accountability for the things that I did. The things that I would say or not say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can take accountability for that. Because I wasn't perfect. I get that. But my issue is you will only throw up my faults and my flaws when I would come to you with my concerns. So if something was bothering you about me, you wouldn't tell me. You would just hold it in until I told you how I felt. I didn't like that. Okay? I didn't like that. Let's take a pause for these edges. Y'all see, we growing. She growing. She growing. All right? But anyway, back to what I was saying. I think I'm gonna put some strips on here though. But back to what I was saying. So it's just none of the stuff was sitting right with me. It was not adding up to me, and it was like, win, lose, or draw, I would always put on a united front for your family. No matter what was going through, if y'all had an event, I would show up. But on my end, you never would. If we were out on odds, or, you know, we weren't just in the best of places, you would bail on me. You would flake on me. And I was just like, that's not right. Like, I'm here for you, so why can't you be there for me? You know, and we were on bad terms. Well, we weren't on bad terms, but we weren't on good terms either for the baby shower. And I just had to keep asking him, are you even going to show? Because my mom decorated my baby shower for me and stuff, and I did not want her to have to do anything extra for him as far as like chairs and stuff like that if, you know, he wasn't going to be present. So I just had to keep asking him, are you coming? I don't want him to do all this work. Like I said, because I know how he is or whatnot. And y'all, I'm putting this on my hair because I really don't want any glue right there, being that I am working, as y'all see, trying to get these edges together, and they're going back, not expeditiously, but they're going, okay? And before I continue with my story, the hair I'm going to be using is some old hair. If I can find the video where I first, like, I did a wig, and then I did like a quick weave, and then I made another wig, I will insert it somewhere in here. But this hair is old, like over 3, like my old apartment, not the apartment before I got this house, when I moved out of from with Kendall's dad, but the apartment before, where it was just me and AJ. This hair is that old. So that is what we're working with. As y'all can see, look at these. But like I said, I feel like it'll be the perfect hair for this little ponytail that I want, because I did want the end to be a little curly. Okay, and so that's what we have. And as you see, it's a perfect length for me. So this is what we're using. I even have the closure. Really don't know what this is gonna give, but we're gonna use it. I don't know if I want to do a side part or a middle, honestly, when it comes to this ponytail. Closure still looks alright. It looks decent. It's not half bad. But yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do a middle ponytail, because some days I can have the front pieces hanging, or if I just want to do a side part, you know, a side part pony. I don't know. I think I'm gonna stick with the middle part. I've never done like a middle part ponytail. So I think I'm gonna do that today and just go from there. Okay. But yeah, so that was happening. So I decided for my mental, honestly, to just let things go. And all the way up until last night, honestly, it was an issue because I went to the movies. I went to the movies with my son. I took my son to see Teal because I knew if they had talked about Emmett Till, it was briefly, or they hadn't talked about him at all. And again, I asked my son, because I didn't tell him about it. I was like, we're just going to go to the movies. It should be, kind of sort of instructional, about your history. And he did not know who Emmett Till was or any of that. So I went to the bathroom, and while I went to the bathroom, I let him, I Googled Emmett. Before I went to the bathroom, I did like a Google search of Emmett Till, and he read up on it. And he was like, "No, Mom, we haven't talked about this in school." Okay, so cool. So yesterday, he learned a viable part of his history, which was about Emmett Till. He paid attention. He had lots of questions. I really don't like questions. But yesterday, I was glad that my son had questions, you know. So yeah. But back to what I was saying. So, mind you, we aren't together. We haven't been together. And another reason why I decided to stop dealing with him is because, like, he would say we were gonna go, like, this place is like, we're supposed to go to Houston and Savannah within the last 6 months. We did neither. And I feel like Savannah is only like 3.5, 4 hours from us. I feel like that could have easily been an easy road trip. Even if, I drove halfway and you drove the other half, It did happen. Like, I'm all for, like, if it's an actual reason as to why you can't do things, but there wasn't a reason or whatever. It wasn't ever a reason. And it's like, if I didn't suggest the things that we were doing, like, even the simplest date nights, like, if I didn't suggest it or say, hey, let's go do this or let's go do that, it wasn't getting done. Like, after those first, like, 3 or 4 months, it wasn't getting done, It even got to the point where he was like, I don't go anywhere during the week just because I'm tired. I stay so far out from everything. And it's like, once I'm in the house, I'm in the house. I tend to my kids. I cook. I clean. I get ready for the next day. That's all I do. But he was just like, I want to take you and your kids because I have my kids during the week. Like, I have both of my kids Monday through Friday. And then I have Kendall every other weekend. Okay? So, I have my kids majority of the time. And he knew that. And he was like, well, I want to take you and your kids, like, on a date during the week. I was cool with that, because it was the effort. It was the effort for me. It was him trying. And I was like, okay, that'll work. Monday came. Nothing. Tuesday came. Nothing. Wednesday came. Nothing. Thursday came. Nothing. Friday came. You text me at like 4 o'clock. Hey, can I take you and the kids out? Okay, yeah. What do you want to do? He asked me what I want to do. I was already pissed because why are you asking me? If you're asking me to take me and my kids out, why don't you have all this plan? But I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna be that way, Because at this point, I'm holding him to a certain standard because not because of what I expected, but because that's what you gave me in the beginning. Okay. So, I was like, we can go eat. Because at this point, this was the weekend I was supposed to meet up with my best friend Hillary. We were supposed to meet up in Greenville or whatever, because I haven't seen him since the New Year. I spent New Year's with him, and I hadn't seen him since the New Year. Of course, I'm veering the end of my pregnancy, and I didn't know if he was coming home for Thanksgiving or not, So I was like, I want to see my friend or whatever, but in the midst of wanting to go see my friend, my other friend had some trouble where I felt like I was needed here. So I canceled with one friend, and he understood. and I was with another friend. But anyway, so that Friday, yeah, he was like, "What you want to do?" I said, "We can go out to eat." And I was like, "Okay." So he was like, "You want to do 7:38?" Mind you, it's a Friday night. We stay in a college town, so at nighttime, like past 6, no, when all the college students are out of class, it's a Friday. They are out, and they are drinking, they are eating, they're doing all this stuff, so everything's crowded after about 6:37. So it's like, no, I don't really want to be out in that crowd and stuff. Can we do 5:30? Mind you, he says yes, we can do 5:30. So I'm like, okay. So I'm in the house, getting ready because I'm in my work clothes. Because mind you, it's already like 4:30 at this time. Then I get a message that says, well, I can just bring you and the kids dinner. So how did you go from you wanting to take us out, to you'll just bring us dinner? So I was like, no, we're not going to do that. I already told my kids we're going out to eat. Like, I'm not about to tell my kids, well, hey, we're going to stay in. No, we're not doing that. I was like, I guess the time didn't work for you, even though you told me the time worked for you. And then he was like, yeah, I'm not going to be done with this trailer until 6:37. And I was like, so why agree to 5:30 if you knew you weren't going to be done doing what you were doing? Mind you, what he was doing should have been done earlier that day. Okay? He was like, well, I really want to get this done, and third. And I was like, you know what? That's the line for me, because I know I'm not your sister. I know I'm not your mom. I'm not none of that. But if I'm the person that you claim to love, the person that you claimed you wanted to marry, the person that's at the moment carrying your child, like, why can't you show up for me like you show up for everybody else? If anybody else called you and been like, hey, can you do such and such? Or, hey, can I borrow such and such? You make it happen. But for me, no matter what, it's always an excuse. And I didn't like that. It's like you keep telling me I'm not put on the back burner, but you constantly make me feel like I'm on the back burner. You get what I'm saying? So that really was the straw that broke the camel's back for me. Like, I was just like, I was done. Called my mom crying. Just explaining to her, because up until that point, I had not really indulged to my mom about the things that were going on, because just going through that whole relationship with my daughter's dad, I realized you can, tell everybody your issues, but that only gonna make that person not like your spouse even more. Even though you go back to them and you be together and you're happy, that person is not going to look at that person the same. And I was like, I don't want to make that same mistake twice. So I did not indulge to my mom everything that had been going, everything I had been feeling, this, that, and third. But that day I did. I was crying, really couldn't drive, couldn't do anything. And I was just hurt. I was just hurt. Because I honestly thought that this was it for me. I honestly thought that this was the man that, I'm not going to say I had been searching for, but the man that I wanted. You know what I'm saying? But he turned out to be the man that wasn't for me, which is I'm fine with to know. It still hurt. I'm not going to say it hurts, but it sucks, because here I am with 3 kids by 3 different men, and I've just learned to deal with that. I never wanted to be that girl. I'm not saying nothing's wrong with it. I just never wanted to have that stigma above my head. You know what I'm saying? But I do, and I'm okay with it. Like, I become okay with it each day, because not only am I a great mom to my kids, I'm supportive of my kids. And although AJ's dad's not physically here, he still gets the love and support that he needs from outside sources like my ex-husband, my mom. They love on him extra. Get what I'm saying? And then Kendall, she has all the love and support she needs, not only from me, but from her dad and his mom and her great-granddad and her aunts and uncle. Like, my kids are loved. And this baby, I know, even though me and his dad are not together, I know his family will love him, love on him just as much as I will. So my kids aren't lacking in that area. I've always wanted, if I was going to have kids by different men, it was going to be 2. That was it. And if I had a third one, he was going to be my husband. So that's why this pregnancy hit a little harder too, because I wanted to be married this time. But God saw fit for another route. So that's where we are, honestly. So that's pretty much the backstory and the gist of where my relationship was, where it went, and where it's at now. Going forward, like y'all, I really have had to pick myself up. Not only dealing with that relationship, but just dealing with my struggle with this pregnancy in general. Like y'all, for a long time, I'm not even gonna say for a long time, still to this day, I don't feel like I bonded with this baby the same way I bonded with AJ and Kendall when they were, you know, in the womb. Like, I just don't feel like I bonded the same way with him. And I am trying to get there, because not only that, I'm trying to get there because the doctor that I wanted to deliver my baby, y'all, I have to have a third C-section. I wasn't given the option to have a VBAC, and I was okay with it, just because of the trauma that I had from my first pregnancy. The second pregnancy the second delivery went incredibly well with the scheduled C-section. So I was fine with the C-section going in this time. The doctor I go to is in a practice with 2 other doctors. And the other doctor that I was not seeing, she delivered AJ. So I was fine with her. My first visit with the man doctor I did not like. But that's who was on call the day that I delivered my baby. And I just had my second appointment with him this past Wednesday. And my mom was with me, because I was scared. Like, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. Like, I'm already dealing with the pressures and the issues with this pregnancy, just mentally and emotionally, that having a doctor that I didn't feel like I liked or I meshed well with operating on me like life changing, I was scared. I was really scared. So my mom came with me to the doctor on this past Wednesday, and she gave me her thoughts, and she said he's not a female. She pretty much said he's not a female, so his bedside manner is not going to be the same as a female's. She was like, seems like he's a good doctor. You know, he was talking about. The thing, I guess it was because he was just straight to the point. Eye contact wasn't all the way there, but like I said, this is only my second time meeting with him over the past 35 weeks. So, yeah. I'm hoping, like, my next couple appointments, because my next pregnancy appointments are with him all the way up until I give birth. So I'm hoping that really I'm hoping that puts me in just a better headspace when it comes to that. You know? But that I realized also, me not being in the best headspace with this baby is a reason why I have not been recording or filming as much. Honestly, just because my feelings and my thoughts are not really into it. And I don't do YouTube for the money or anything, because y'all, I barely break $100 and $125 every month. Like last month I made nothing, which was fine. So I don't do YouTube for the money. I do YouTube just because I enjoy it. You know? It's it's just what I enjoy doing, and that's why I do it. I have decided I am going to, for the next at least 3 weeks, I'm going to at least try to give y'all one video, whether it's like a pregnancy update or just a day in a life, something. I'm going to give it to y'all. I do know I'm going to have another what I packed in my hospital bag, because this hospital bag is different from what I packed in Kendall's bag. I am getting his name embroidered on one of his I'm getting his name embroidered on one of his diaper bags, because he got 3. He received 3 diaper bags, but I'm only really going to use one. Probably give his dad the other one, because he will need one for when they're out and about and stuff like that. But yeah. And once I get his back from the shop that I'm having it embroidered at, I will come back and I will do a what's in his bag. I will also give y'all a tour of his living quarters, because eventually this will become AJ's room. And then baby boy will have AJ's current room, and Kendall will just stay in the middle. Just because, but this room that we're in now is in the front of the house. And then it's separated by the hallway and a bathroom, and then there's Kendall's room, and then AJ's current room at the end. So those 2 rooms are together. Then there's space in between, and then this room up here. And being that AJ is the oldest, we're gonna be in this house for at least another 3 years at least, for sure. So with that being said, I would just feel better, and I'm pretty sure he would feel better if he had the room up here versus down there with his sister, being that not only is he the oldest, you know, but next year he goes to middle school, and he's gonna just want his own space and stuff like that. So by the time he's in 6th grade, he will be in this room here. I'm giving myself a year to get me a storage shed, which is another thing baby daddy 3 was supposed to be helping me with, but as we all see, that did not happen. I'm going to get me a storage shed, and then I'm going to transition all this stuff into my storage shed, so that way business and home will be 2 separate entities for real then. So yeah, we're going to do that. And yeah, give myself a year to do that. I think I'm going to put down a sizable down payment, like half of the down payment of the shed down. And then I'm going to do monthly payments on the remainder of it. So that's my goal. So I can give baby boy his own room. I don't feel right now he needs his own room, being that with my first 2 pregnancies, I had help. After the hospital, well, in the hospital and after the hospital, my ex-husband was there. He knew AJ wasn't his child biologically, but While I was in the hospital, he was there. But before I went to the hospital, while I was in the hospital, and after the hospital, he was there. And then with Kendall, with her dad, we had our issues, but in the hospital, he was there. When I came home, he was there. So, I had help. This time, I'm not going to have that help because I do not want his dad in my space. And it's my choice. You know, I'm pretty sure if I wanted him to be here and help me, he would. But I don't. Just because I don't want that energy in my space. I just don't, honestly. And where's my thing? And I'm okay with that, honestly. I don't know where I had a scarf. I don't think that's gonna work yet because that's not. I'm trying to improvise here, y'all, because I don't. Yeah, that's not gonna work either. I don't have my scarf with me. So let me just use a strip. Oh, is this gonna work? Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this real quick. I don't have that much hair left, so I'm just going to fill it in. Probably do 1, 2, and be done. I do have all this hair left, but I'm only going to use this. I don't feel like detangling that. So, yeah, let me go ahead and cut this on. But yeah, so he probably will be here to help me, but I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want the help. Honestly, I just don't. I know that's probably, y'all probably say I'm selfish or I should take the help, but all help isn't good help. And with how everything is between us right now, no, I'll figure it out. You know, I'll figure it out. So that's where we are, honestly. Mentally, I feel like since I've stopped dealing with him, stopped talking to him, like I've blocked him, it's gotten that bad I had to block him. I did tell him when all the last few doctor's appointments were, then I did tell him. He did not even ask when the C-section was scheduled, the date or the time. But I was the bigger person. I went ahead and told him that information as well. Although, when I had my C-section, he will not be in the room with me. My mom will. And to be honest, I don't care how anybody feels on that. Kendall was her dad's first child, and he was not in there with me just because I didn't trust him. And this is his third child, just like it's my third child. But he will not be in the room with me. My mom will be, because I don't trust him either. So, and when you are having a life-altering, just major surgery in general, I would feel like, did I just pull that out? I feel like it, did I? I guess not. I would feel like anybody would want somebody to be in the room that they trust, okay? Somebody in the room that they are good with, and that person just so happens to be my mom. So that's who's gonna be in there. And I made this decision way before we got to the point that we are now. And he knew about it, and he said whatever made me feel comfortable. So that is what we're doing as far as that. And this decision was made before any of this extra animosity that we have. So yeah. That is where we are. Thank you. Yeah, and I've been talking a lot, but I wanted to catch y'all up on pretty much everything that's been going on, why I have not been around, and what I hope to bring to y'all like soon. This is actually pretty cute, like it is, but I want it in a ponytail. I gotta get my thing, or I can just use this one. Bingo. So yeah, so I do plan on these next couple weeks that I have, I do plan on giving y'all content, because I know I've been missing. I plan on giving y'all content on here as well as Instagram and TikTok. I'm going to try to be as active as I can. And just go from there. Honestly, I am currently trying to grow my TikTok. I only have like maybe 200 and some change followers. In order to go live, you need 1,000. And I want to go live to mainly promote my business over there, honestly. I do want to show y'all, I probably will record it so I can record it for YouTube and then shorten it for TikTok. I want to make a new foaming body scrub and body butter with this new holiday scent that I got. I'm not really releasing or launching anything. What I have on my site is what I have on my site, which is just wax melts, candles, some oil. And I think I have a coffee scrub. I think I have it on there. Like, I reformulated all my scrubs, honestly. And I was doing that. I was happy with that. And then I just got into like this funk. So I think next weekend I'm just really going to hone in on that, because my site is still up, y'all. If y'all did not know, my site is still up. I think my prices are the lowest they've been in a long time. So if you want to try something out, I highly suggest you try it. Also use code YouTube for additional money off. So yeah. I'm priming my face, y'all, because I'm about to put on makeup. I have not put on makeup in weeks. Well, besides my baby shower. But other than that, And then, y'all, to be honest, I took no pictures for my baby shower. That's how discombobulated I was, just being in his presence. But yeah, I took no no pictures, none whatsoever. So yeah, that is where we are with that situation. I know, y'all, I keep going in and out, but as it comes to my mind, I'm just talking about it with y'all. It's but I will have a separate video on like formulating like my different body scrubs, because right now I'm testing out three different body scrubs. Well, before it's the coffee scrub, which I'm about okay with. I just want to put a little bit more oil in it. I love the smell, love the texture, love what it does. And then I have an oatmeal and honey with real processed, hand processed oats. I've been using that for the inner parts of my thighs, because since I've gotten a little bigger, I've been chafing a lot, and I've noticed that that's been helping me. I wanted to come up with a chafing gel, but I was like, that's just too much right now, so I'm just gonna focus on with that. The third one is a African black soap scrub. I know how everybody loves the African black soap bars, so I've used a raw African black soap bar, shaved it down, solidified it with distilled water, and then I've added, the shea butter and the oils in it, emulsified it, and then whipped it. It's a little thicker than I would like, so I'm gonna try to thin that out just a little bit, but the lather on it is amazing. Amazing. And then the last one I want to try is the foaming body butter. So, not body butter, but foaming body scrub. And next week for sure I'm going to get back into doing that. I want to get back into formulating, and I want to have some stock ready when I have him, because I want to put this on the site. Put this on the site while I'm in the hospital or whatever and whatnot, and just this it's on the ends. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the site, and if you want to purchase it, you can. None of my scrubs will be over $6. They will come in 4-ounce containers, and they will be full. But you all will see that next week. I'm gonna try each day next week. I'm gonna try to come show you all a different scrub, because that's what I'm focusing on. Believe it or not, like, that was my focus in the beginning of my business, was body scrubs. Like, I wanted to make a body scrub. I think I'm gonna also record the process of me making my baby box to ask someone to be my baby's godmom. I'm actually gonna put it in the mailbox. I want to put it in the mailbox. I want to put it in the mailbox Monday, but the way things are going, it's not gonna be Monday, because today I wanted to focus on getting all my stuff for the baby shower organized and stuff. But I had a late start this morning, and then my cousin who stays out of town is actually in town, and she invited me. I didn't know she was in town, so I am going to stop by once I drop AJ off at my mom's to see her. I probably shouldn't have did that so soon, but yeah, I'm gonna stop and see her. So that kind of cut into my time for today. And then I have something going on later tonight with some friends. So we're just gonna see, honestly, how everything plays out. But I doubt I will get everything done this weekend. But I'm gonna try, because then tomorrow I have a lunch with a coworker of mine's. She was, if y'all watch my house videos, when my house was being built, she came out to look at the house. We stopped talking for a while, and then she reached out, wanted to do lunch. I initially said no, but then I reached out and I was like, hey, do you still want to do lunch? Because, I mean, would love to hear her side of as to why she stopped talking to me, you know? Not that I care, but I would just love to hear her side. So, gonna do that. And yeah, if y'all have any questions, or if it's anything I didn't answer, or if it's something that you would like to know, ask me. I know every side has two sides of the story or whatnot, and I get that. And what I told y'all, I'm not saying I was perfect and he wasn't. It's just some of the stuff that he would do, I would never do. I can't tell y'all like every little thing, you know. I just can't do that. But like I said, some stuff you just don't do. We all have stuff that we're gonna tolerate and stuff that we're not gonna tolerate. And that stuff I'm not tolerating. If that means me being by myself, then that just means me being by myself. One thing I will not do is settle. Regardless if I have one child, 2 kids, 3, 4, 5, 6, no kids. I'm not settling. I'm just not. Okay? And I refuse to. My mom never taught me to settle. So I'm not. And I honestly hope this hair comes out how I want it to. I do. Just because I not wore a middle part. I need to clean this. But I have not wore a middle part ponytail ever. Unless I had like a middle part and I just throw it in a ponytail. But it's not something that I've just done. Just all willy-nilly. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut some of that off. Probably think like, why are you doing that? Hell, I don't even know why I did that. I don't even know why I did that. And then I was just gonna use spray, but I'm gonna use a little gel to mold it. Y'all might not like y'all baby hairs to stick, but I do. I don't want them going nowhere. So yeah. Okay. So other side per usual. And I'm only plugging this just a little bit because, like I said, this closure is from years ago. And I barely plug now. So, it was not plugged. Then, and what I do on one side, I'm going to do to the other. So, I ain't got no hair right here. So, I'm just about to go in and cut that additional lace. Like I said, this is an old closure, so yeah, that is fine. Old closure. And I try to match one side with the other side, but I feel like this isn't gonna match this side. I just feel like it's not, but I feel like this side came out better, honestly. Yeah. Ouch. That's how I burnt myself the last time. All right. Don't tell me. The middle part is coming up. Y'all, me and these closures are not friends. I guess because I didn't. I am going to go tie it down after I do my ponytail. I'm going to go tie everything down. So let me stop jibber jabbering because I know this chit chat is at least 45 minutes, it's not longer. Alright, so I'm about to do my makeup off camera, and then I'll just come back to you all when I have a finished look. If I don't, it'll be pictured at the end.